Owning a lake cabin is supposed to mean peace and quiet, fishing at dawn, grilling in the evenings, and enjoying nature with no interruptions. For me, it was a retreat I worked years to afford. The cabin wasn't in any HOA, wasn't a rental, and it was mine outright. But none of that mattered to Karen, the HOA president from the subdivision across the lake. The first time she saw me at the cabin, she strutted up with her oversized sunglasses and a fake smile plastered across her face. "Nice cabin," she said, looking around like a realtor on a showing. "The HOA will need to approve this property for vacation usage. When are you leaving?" "My family needs it for our summer break." I laughed, thinking it was a joke. "This is my private cabin, not a rental. I don't answer to your HOA." Her smile dropped immediately. "Excuse me? All properties in this area must be shared with the community. You're being very selfish." I shook my head and went back to unpacking. That should have been the end of it. But of course, Karen doesn't know how to take no. Over the next week, she kept showing up, each time more aggressive. "We'll fine you $1,000 a week for refusing to comply. You have no right to deny a board member access. If you don't leave the keys with me, I'll have you removed." Every time, I told her the same thing: "This isn't your property. Get lost." Finally, on a Saturday morning, she arrived with a suitcase and 3 kids in tow. They stomped up my porch like they already owned the place. "Move out. We're starting our vacation," she ordered.
I laukhet out lut. Not happening. Jure trespassing. Liebefore I call the sheriff.
That's when Karen's face twisted into a grin. She pulled out her phone, dialed 911, and screamed, "Help! There's a man refusing to vacate our rental property. He's threatening me and my children. Send officers right away."
My jaw dropped.
She wasn't just bluffing, she was making me out to be some kind of criminal. Luckily, the deputies who arrived knew me. I had already built good relationships in the county, and they'd even been out to the cabin for coffee once or twice. They pulled up, looked at Karen waving her arms, and then turned to me with raised eyebrows. "Sir, you mind showing us your deed again?" one of them asked. I handed it over without a word. They scanned it, nodded, and turned to Karen. "Ma'am, this man owns this property outright. You have no claim here." Karen shrieked, "That's a lie. He stole it from the HOA. This is community land." The deputy's face hardened. "Ma'am, filing a false police report is a crime. And right now, you're trespassing with intent to unlawfully occupy. That's another crime." Karen sputtered, then tried the victim card. I was just confused. I thought. But it was too late. They cuffed her right there in front of her kids, who immediately started crying. Her suitcase toppled down the porch steps as the deputies led her to the cruiser. "Don't worry," one officer said dryly, "you'll still get a vacation. Just not the kind you were planning." The fallout was glorious. Karen was charged with trespassing, harassment, and filing a false report. The HOA board, desperate to avoid bad press, voted her out within a week. Neighbors told me they had long suspected she was abusing her authority, but no one imagined she'd go so far as to call 911 to steal someone's house. As for me, I now enjoy my weekends at the cabin in peace. Sometimes, when I sit on the porch with a cup of coffee, I chuckle at the thought of Karen explaining to her cellmate how she ended up in jail. She thought she could bully me into giving up my cabin. Instead, she got herself arrested. And the irony? She wanted a lake vacation, and she got one, just with bars on the windows.